Hey guys, welcome to New Wave's weekly real estate meeting. Today we get to hear from the president, or not the president, the CEO of Real, Tamir, who is a phenomenal individual. He talks about the values of Real, how it came to be, the challenges that they faced, and the choice to go public. It's phenomenal. He's a fantastic individual. Ms. Page, we're gonna let you finish introducing him, and away we go. Thanks, guys.
Tamir started this brokerage that we're all at. How long ago, Tamir?
It was 10.5 years ago.
10.5 years ago.
Yeah.
And started as a tech company, right? And now we have some really cool things coming. You guys switched to a revenue share model a while ago.
Yeah, I don't know
And
if people are interested in the history, but maybe I should talk about it for a minute. So first of all, excited to be here, everybody. Thank you for I don't know, listening to me for a few minutes. Paige just asked me to hop on, so I just said yes. But I know that most of you joined just recently in the past couple of months. So thank you for choosing Real, first of all. And I hope you're enjoying it. And if you ever do not enjoy it, please reach out to me and tell me what's not working well. So I don't know if you're following me or I'm following you on Instagram, it's Tamir Poleg. Just add me and we can talk over there. But don't hesitate to reach out. I'm always available. I'm always answering. I would appreciate your feedback all the time. But yeah, we started the company 10.5 years ago. I think that people started noticing us just in recent years, just because we went public and we started growing so rapidly. But the first few years were tough, just like starting any other business. As you know, you've started your own businesses. But I think that what we wanted to do at the beginning, and we're still passionate about, is just making agents' lives better. So we wake up in the morning thinking about how can we improve the experience for our agents? How can we create more opportunities? How can we help you make more money? How can we help you build your businesses? So this is what this company is about. And I really enjoyed the fact that one of you, or maybe more, just didn't know who I was, because I'm just here working for you guys. So I should be in the background. I should be doing the work behind the scenes, and we should be showcasing you, because this is about you. At the end of the day, a brokerage is nothing without its agents. So I'm grateful for your partnership. But going back to the history, so yeah, at the beginning we just had an idea. We didn't really understand what needed to be built. Sometimes I'm being asked by investors, like, what's the moat here? Like, what's preventing others from building another Real? And I'm just telling them, you can go ahead and try it. Building a nationwide brokerage is not that easy. And we learned it the hard way. And we had at least 2 times where I had to lay off everybody, and we also almost shut down the company. But I'm lucky to be here today with the company being publicly traded and cash flow positive and generating money, and like those early high risk days are behind us. And I think that what's exciting is everything that's coming, because we've built the foundations, we've built everything that you need in order to succeed. But now we want to enhance it even further. So I'll just mention 2 things. I don't know how many of you have enrolled into the Real Wallet, but essentially the Real Wallet is a product that is like a bank account that you have on our platform. And tomorrow we're going to announce the point system. So if you use the wallet, if you keep money in the wallet, if you swipe the debit card, if you use the credit lines that we will be offering you through the wallet, you actually earn points. And those points will help you offset anything Real related. So transaction fees, annual brokerage fees, even commission splits. The points will be converted into dollars, and you can use those dollars to offset any kind of fees that Real is charging. So the Real Wallet is an amazing product that I encourage all of you to use. Second, I know that everybody's talking about AI, and Paige and I had a conversation the other day about how AI is going to change the industry, or the role of an agent. And AI seems like a scary word, but maybe I should take a minute just explaining how I see AI and what does it mean. AI is essentially a huge brain that can constantly learn and learn. But in order for that brain to learn, you have to feed it with information. So unless it has visibility into information or can read information, AI is useless. But AI, at the end of the day, I think can replace or help you do about 80% of the tasks that you're performing. Think about sending listings to your clients, or scheduling showings, or answering questions about the home buying process, or creating listing presentations, or marketing materials, or social media shareables. AI can do all of that. So I think that if we build a super powerful AI tool that can help you do your work in a more efficient way, quicker, serve more clients, have more conversations with your clients, I think that that will be a win. So AI will be a big theme here for the next couple of years. We're launching the new version of our consumer-facing AI in the second quarter, so just in a few months. But at the end of the day, what Leo, our AI brain, will be able to do is take your clients through the different process of the home buying or home selling journey. So whenever you wanted to step in, it'll step in and it will control the conversation. You can interject at any point in time, but Leo can be available 24/7. Leo will listen to what you're saying, look at what you're writing. Leo will be able to communicate in your words, in your style, in your speed, and it will make it feel as if Leo is communicating with your clients if you choose to. You don't have to turn it on. But what we're trying to create is a super powerful assistant for you that obviously you don't have to pay for. It doesn't cost you money. You don't have to pay Leo any salary. You don't have to split your commissions with Leo. Leo will just be able to probably 10x your production if you're able to feed those leads or those conversations into Leo. Another thing, Leo will be able to connect into your CRM. We have agents with tens and hundreds of thousands of contacts in their CRMs. And obviously you cannot contact tens of thousands of people on a daily basis. Well, Leo can do that. Leo can actually nurture those conversations up to a point where Leo is signaling you, this person is ready to transact. So Leo will also be working in the background, just nurturing those leads that you currently have and having those conversations with them, understanding where they stand, what they're looking to do, what kind of properties they're looking for, what kind of price point they will be open to considering selling their homes for. Leo will be doing all of that. So I'm super excited about everything that we're building. And obviously, my biggest challenge with technology is the fact that I'm thinking about ideas and I want to see it happening the following morning. And it doesn't work like that. Sometimes it takes 2, 3, 4 years for technology to mature. But this is something that I've learned to live with. But what I'm saying is that you need to have a little bit of patience. But in about a year, I don't think that most of you would be able to operate your businesses without Leo once you get used to it. So exciting stuff coming. And I don't know if you have any questions for me, but I'll be happy to answer anything and really anything.
Yeah, you guys make sure just hop on. You can just unmute yourself. I think Jenny had a question in the chat. Jenny, you can just unmute yourself and ask it. But really quick, so and you're saying next quarter is when you guys are releasing part of it or the whole thing? Like you'll be able to communicate with Leo? I think her question was something like, does it link to Lofty? Like how does it learn, I guess, how we communicate with our clients? Like does it get better over time as like it learns your communication style?
So in the second quarter, each and every one on this call will get a phone number, and that will be their real phone number, which is operated by Leo. Once you meet a client, you can give them that phone number, and that phone number will be bolted on your existing phone number if you choose to, so that you receive all of the messages into your phone's mailbox, inbox. And Leo will start talking to those clients. So you meet a client, you give them that phone number, Leo starts the conversation, or you start the conversation and Leo takes over, or you interject in any point in time. And then Leo is starting to understand how exactly are you answering specific questions. Now, the thing is, Leo is doing the same for 24,000 other agents at Real. So Leo knows the answers to all of the questions. Leo knows exactly, if somebody asks this, how do I respond in the best possible way? So you don't only get the power of your brain. Leo is not just learning from you. Leo is learning from 24,000 other agents. So you get the wisdom of all of them combined in one specific tool. So in the second quarter, you will get that phone number, and that phone number will be already powered by Leo, and Leo will constantly be improving the more conversations Leo is having.
And my question is, and thank you so much for building an amazing company. I've really enjoyed being here. It's fantastic. Knowing that Lofty is the partnership to the CRM. That's where all of our client base information is going to be. Is the AI going to be pairing with that? Because I know that's a completely different platform. Or is there going to be another way where we're going to be entering the logistics of each client into the system of Real Broker?
It's going to be either that, either you would have to authorize Leo to have some sort of access to your contacts on Lofty, or you will have to upload them to some link that Leo will send you, and then Leo will start working on them separately.
Okay, awesome. Thanks.
Hey, Tamir, I just want to thank you for being on here. There's 23,000. Did you say 24,000 agents? Because the
Yeah, we
last
just
time I
announced this
checked, it was
morning.
20,000. It's grown like crazy. So
Yeah,
thank
it's
you for
24.
spending so much time to be with us. And, we just absolutely love it here. You've built a lot of companies. You've had the struggles. I always say leaders create leaders. As a lot of these newer agents, a lot of times we're so focused on the next deal instead of focusing on creating our business. What would be a suggestion you would give for these new business owners of how to build their real estate business similar to how you've built Real?
That's a big question. And I'm not sure you should take my advice, by the way. Like I'm not sure I know anything, and maybe I'm just lucky. Um, I'll say a few things that I learned. One is think very long term, always do the right thing. And when I say do the right thing is just don't cut corners, at least not in business, just because I think that if you were focused on long term and you're not cutting corners, you're probably building value for the future. And then the most important advice that I ever got is probably around perseverance. Just don't give up. I think that the difference between people who fail and people who succeed is that the ones who fail just gave up. And if you stay in the game long enough, even if it's difficult, even if you're struggling, even if it's not going well, if you stay in the game, you have a chance to win, and eventually you will win. And I can tell you, and I said it before, we had 2 times in which I had to lay off almost everybody, and we almost shut down the company. And the only reason why we're here today is because I did not give up. So that's like if my kids would ask me what my advice would be for them if they started a business, is never give up. And there are a lot of agents in this country, and everybody's fighting for business, and the market is tough. But if you don't give up, then you will come out on the other side of this real estate downturn as a winner. And if you survive this market, trust me, 2026 is going to be super easy for you guys. And 2027 is going to be even easier. So just stay in the game, try to learn as much as possible, try to build value for the future, try to think in 2, 3, 5 year increments about your businesses. Where do you want to be in 3 years? Where you want to be in 5 years? And start putting the foundations today. And the nice thing about real estate is that it's kind of incremental because you're serving clients and those clients open doors to other clients and additional transactions. So that value is building up as you build your business. So try to think about, the next 5 to 10 years.
Well, we're grateful you didn't stop and give up on recruiting Paige because of Paige. How
You
long did it
didn't
take you
recruit
guys
me.
to Paige? I know Paige has been talking about Real for a long time, and finally we were all ready. So we appreciate everything that you're doing, guys. This is a great opportunity to ask the president, the CEO, the founder of Real. I see this company, literally doubling in size in the next 12 to 24 months. So no pressure. And the question is do you want to be a part of the movement or do you want to watch everyone else, and which is fine. But what questions do you guys have for Tamir for your businesses? And I loved your response where you said, hey, I like it that nobody knows who I am. I'm just here to learn from you guys. And I've seen that every step of the way. Even the members, even the agents of Reels, we all have that community of collaboration. So fire away with your questions, guys. We'll take Page 10, 15 minutes of questions. We usually go about
11.
30 minutes on these calls, Tamir. So fire away, guys.
And
I have a question regarding the phone numbers. Are they going to be like area based? So, like I'm in Vegas, so is it going to be like a 702 area code or a new 725 area codes?
It's a good question. I think it's going to be area specific. Like we're like buying virtual numbers, so it doesn't really matter what the area code is. So
Like you
Okay.
can choose your own number potentially.
maybe we can sell like the catchy numbers. Yeah, I don't know if you can choose, but I'll figure it out. I'll ask you that.
And then are there any plans for Real to create, because like we said, is I know everyone's like, we're partnered with Lofty. Is Real going to create a CRM for itself?
The short answer is no. The long answer is we understand the sensitivity around CRMs and the brokerage having access to your leads or all of that. So we want to look at ourselves as a platform where if at one day, for some reason, which I cannot understand, you decide to leave the platform or leave Real, you don't leave anything behind, and there is no risk of us doing anything that you know you could consider a risk to your business. So we're not going to build a CRM. I think that CRMs are pretty much commoditized at this point. It doesn't make sense for us to build something like this. It's a huge undertaking with very little value for us. So we will be happy to partner with existing CRM providers. Yeah, Missy.
Hi, I think I've messaged you over Instagram and I already feel like I know you guys. So anyway, I think it's so cool. Like everyone at Real is so genuine and so nice. So I appreciate everything you're doing. I just had a question, just it's very general as far as like your business and all the hardships. Like that's insane to build what you've built. Do you have like any moment in time that you could share with us that was like really pivotal for you that you remember, like where you are that like changed your business, your perspective, or like a nugget of wisdom that you could share with us?
Yeah, I'll talk about two moments. First of all, when I talked about not giving up, it's not necessarily because I'm a strong person. It's more about the fact that I didn't have a choice. So I was building this company. I was going through a divorce. I had 3 young kids. I just did not have an alternative. I had to make it work. So sometimes when you don't have a choice, the only choice you have is your best option. So that's probably where I was. But talking about pivotal moments, in 2019, we ran out of money. We had about less than $50,000 in the bank. We had whatever 8 employees, and then I had to go back to our investors and say, I need you guys to invest more money in this company that stopped growing. And they asked me, why should we invest? And I had to come up with an exciting idea. And I said, maybe we should take the company public, which was a stupid idea because the company was tiny and going public cost about $600,000 and we had only $50,000 in the bank. But I had to come up with something that is kind of crazy. And that's what I did. And I went back to them with the idea of going public out of the understanding that if we create an equity program for the agents, more agents will connect to the idea of joining Real and building this company together because they could become partners. Now, having an idea is nice, but implementation is probably a little bit more difficult. So it took us a long time to get from that idea to actually going public. And then when we wanted to go public, it was in February of 2020. And then probably the week we were supposed to go public and raise a little bit of money for the company to continue surviving, COVID hit. So just talk about problems over problems. So what I'm trying to say is that was one pivotal moment where we came up with an idea that was completely out of the box, didn't make any sense, but we managed to pitch it to our investors. And then the next moment was the summer of 2020, where we did 2 things. We went public and then we started the revenue share program. By the way, people think that we always had revenue share. No, in the past, before 2020, we were actually attracting agents through just serving ads on Facebook and Google. So we didn't have any revenue share program in place. And then in 2020, we said, why don't we try it? And instead of paying Google and Facebook, if agents are successful in attracting their friends, we're going to pay them the marketing dollars. So those were pivotal moments. I'm sure there were others, but
Tamir, how come only like a small percentage of real agents are even taking like getting revenue share, right? Like I feel
yeah.
like people think everyone's doing it, but only like
Uh,
what's the percentage of agents that are doing it? Also, how many people are in the stock purchase program? Out of
Actually,
like what percentage?
I think that right now about 60% of the agents are using the stock purchase program, which is great. I think it's an amazing benefit. So I encourage you to use it. About 11% of agents are earning revenue share, which is mind blowing to me because this is such a great program that allows you to just make additional money out of your contacts, out of your conversations with other agents, and you don't have to be focused on it. You just you can have random conversations once a year and bring one agent and then make $4,000 a year out of that agent. So for me, it's just super surprising that only 11% of the agents are doing agent attraction, but maybe it's not what you enjoy. I think that when we're trying to analyze why more agents are not doing agent attraction, I think that very often we hear that agents don't know how to have the conversations with other agents. They don't know how to approach them. They don't know how to answer questions about the model or the company. So if you ever want me involved in conversations, I'll be happy to step in and help you guys. We're also going to start doing some trainings on how to have attraction conversations. And at some point, Leo will actually be able to help you with conversations about Real with agents that are interested. But
But
yeah, I mean,
also, like what I like about Real is it's different from EXP in that like you don't think of Real and you think of agents only that are trying to recruit other agents. Like obviously we make the most money selling real estate. So you want to focus on if nobody sells real estate, nobody makes any money, but just revenue share as like a side piece to slowly build it and make some extra money. The fact that only 11% are taking advantage of it. I mean, I see it as an opportunity for everyone on the call. And like you have me, you have Tamir, you have Scott, you have so many people that are willing to help. So not something to focus on. Obviously, we want to focus on like being really good agents and selling a lot of real estate, but it's something to be taken advantage of. What's up, Tana?
Hello. Nice to meet you. Thank you so much. I was with Keller Williams for 7 years, and I didn't have any plans on changing. So when I was introduced to Real, I was like blown away, and within 3 days, I was like, okay, this makes sense to me. So thank you. A question I have. So you touched a little bit about on the wallet. And when I go into Reason, it shows money in my wallet pending. So what? I don't understand it.
I'm not really sure, but do you mean pending revenue share or pending
It just
transaction
shows.
commission?
It just shows pending.
Like
There's
your
money.
own money that it says is yours is pending?
Yeah, it just shows money in there, but pending. And I'm like,
From,
okay. So I don't understand. I'm not very techie. So I thought, oh well.
Tana, did you
So
ask Leo?
exactly.
I did. It said it was from a transaction. Well, and it's even bigger than when I saw it the first time. So it just said that I had to contact somebody, and I'm like, who do I contact? I don't know.
So you can either ask Leo and Leo will open a support ticket, or you can contact support through the app or through Reason. But if it's money that's not owed to you, I wouldn't ask the question. Just take the money.
yeah, it's very possible that that's rev share, the money that's coming through on the 15th. I know that's how it shows up in mine as, hey, there's money that's coming, but it's not yet there. And so you can plan for that to come in at that point in time. That's how it shows up in my wallet stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then
typically.
the other thing I like too is I was going to ask about Lofty. I've never used a CRM, and I'm trying to. I've actually contacted people a couple times about getting set up, but it says that the link is expired, and then I'll ask again, and so I'm not quite sure what to do. I know this is like nuts and bolts or like more techie stuff, but I don't know what to do or where to go.
I would again contact support or ask
Okay.
Leo. I would ask Leo and then contact support, but I'm not really sure how to help you.
And if,
Okay.
if support isn't helpful, then we'll contact you again.
Exactly. Yeah. If that doesn't help, just reach out to me.
Okay. Thank you. I have people on the list that are saying to call them and they'll help me. So
Cool.
I have a funny question. Why did you name the AI Leo?
It's a long story, but so a couple of years ago, I was talking to an EXP agent, and she told me that she really likes what we're building, and it seems like Real is the quiet lion in the corner of the room. And I really like that analogy because I think that this is kind of who we are. Because if you're a lion, you don't have to make some noise in order for people to understand that you're in the room. People just notice you. And Leo is kind of a takeoff on the lion analogy.
Okay, well, Tamir, thank you for coming on. And if anybody else has any, we're at time. So if anybody else has a quick question, if not, Scott, anything else? If not, we'll see everybody next week. Okay. All right, guys. Chill
Bye,
it.
guys.
Talk to you next week.
Thanks,
thank
Tamir.
Thank
you.
you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Paige.
Bye.
Thank
Thanks.
you, Tamir.
Thanks, Tamir.